Hi guys, so I want to do some potato prints, but I kept forgetting the potatoes, and I went into the office and asked them what they might have, and they had rotten apples, which was perfect. Here you can see my gathered materials. I have paper and paint and apples and ink and glitter and some blotter paper for test prints. And what you don't see here is, let's see, I had some more red paper and I had a knife. The first thing I did was experiment with my apples a bit, and you see before I did any real design, I just cut open my apples to see what they would make, and they were very messy because they were older and softer, and so what I ended up doing was using the blotter paper to dry them out before I printed. I decided that with a Christmas theme, I would want to use red paper and white paint and green paint to make it more holiday-like. So I started by cutting my apple into sections because I wanted to try to make a snowflake. So I took little wedges out of the sides all the way around the apple to make sort of a star pattern. And then I cut my apple in half and cleaned up the cuts, then used my blotter paper to dry out the apples. And then I dipped my apples in white paint. And using the blotter paper, I blotted them a couple times just to make sure I got a good print with them. You can see in a couple of these snowflakes I had a little too much paint on it. If you're careful with the blotter paper, you'll get a better print. You won't have as much caked up paint. And then to finish it off, I took some of my triangle wedges and cut them in half, and I used them, dipped them in green paint and made little green shapes. I think this was okay for a first experiment, but I think I'm going to play with it a little more and see what other kind of interesting shapes I can get.